Welcome back to another episode of Wrestling Fanatics, and in today's video, I'm going to be reviewing WWE SmackDown from March 6th, 2026, where we saw Cody Rhodes versus Drew McIntyre in a championship match, and Randy Orton with a promo where he RKO'd Trick Williams. Also, we saw that Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss are gonna verse Nia Jax and Lash Legend at WrestleMania 42. But without further ado, let's get started. We started off the night with a Randy Orton promo featuring Trick Williams interfering. So it started off with Randy Orton talking about those voices in his head and how he needs to go back to WrestleMania. And he said that this will be his third time main eventing, which proves that the title matches will be the main events of both Night 1 and Night 2. With, of course, CM Punk and Roman Reigns on Night 2. But anyway, his promo was interrupted, of course, by Trick Williams. And Trick Williams said that he has those voices in his head too now, and that he has a bone to pick with Randy Orton, and that he should be the one in the Mania main event. But by then, Orton had heard enough, and he hits an RKO on Trick Williams, and that was a wrap. Next in the show was Carmelo Hayes versus a mystery person, because it's just an open challenge for his United States Championship title. And the person to accept was, sorry if I pronounce this wrong, but Joe Del Dr. Wagner Jr. AAA crossover that returned to the WWE main roster. And he's trying to become a double champion, as he already has a champion in AAA. But obviously, in WWE community, we don't know him, so we couldn't get behind this guy in this match. So we kind of thought that Carmelo Hayes would retain, and he did. And match was pretty fun. And Carmelo Hayes, he's been defending his championship pretty well with open challenges pretty regularly, but still, it's always the most random people that verse him. The third segment of this SmackDown was Nia Jax and Lash Legend celebrating their tag title win, which you already know this was going to be interfered with, but who was going to be the person to interfere? And it was none other than Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss to come out and confront the Irresistible Forces. So they went at it for a while, but then Kiana James and Julia came out, and they started arguing that they should have a title shot, and it just turned into a big argument until our boy Nick Aldis came out and set up a match that was Julia and Kiana James versus Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss, and you can guess who won that and who would be in that WrestleMania worthy match. Charlotte Flair and Bliss picked up the win. And the next segment was a bit of a crazy match. It was R-Truth and Damian Priest versus the Motor City Machine Guns versus Fraxium versus the Wyatt Six versus Los Garza. And like I said, it was chaos out there, and there was so many tag teams. It was hard to keep track of who was who. But in all that chaos, R-Truth and Priest, which by the way I think is kind of a fun team, since Damian is trying to take things seriously, and R-Truth is just out there to have fun. The next segment of SmackDown was a Jade Cargill and Rhea Ripley face-off in the ring, as they have a WWE match that has already been booked and scheduled to happen on April 19th. We're all behind Rhea in this, and we all want Rhea to have another title run, which would be awesome. And Jade Cargill, we don't want her to have another title run, and we kind of want her to lose, and we just want Mommy to have her title back. Okay, the next part of the show was a little bit weird, because this Johnny Gargano thing with him lying down on the storage crates has been kind of weird, but all of a sudden, on tonight's SmackDown, he just got up and was like, I'm going to start wrestling again. So he comes out all confident until his challenger, Obafemi, comes to the ring, and let's just say, Obafemi beat the crap out of Johnny Gargano, and it was a horrific scene after Obafemi beat Johnny Gargano. And let's just say, Johnny wrestling probably is not going to happen anytime soon again. for the main event, Drew McIntyre versus Cody Rhodes. I want to address why Cody even got this title match, because he lost the Royal Rumble and the Elimination Chamber. So those are the 2 title shots you get to go to WrestleMania, and he lost both of them. So why did he get this match? I don't know, because Drew McIntyre was having some fun backstage during the Elimination Chamber post show. I don't know. But anyway, as for the match, it was overall pretty boring for being the main event and for being so hyped, because we don't have championship matches on SmackDown that much. There's just not that many big moves. They tried to do a move on the announce desk. Cody Rhodes, I think, tried to do a crossroads on Drew McIntyre on the announce desk, but he missed, and then the desk collapsed while Cody was just sitting on it. So Cody threw Drew off, and then it just collapsed while Cody was standing on it. So that was a complete waste. And later in the match, I actually had Drew hit a crossroads and Cody hit a claymore, and I just don't understand what it is about you trying to hit your opponent's move. Like, stick with your own stuff. After that, the ref got all hurt and beat up, and we had to go through that whole thing. And then Jacob Fatu interfered for like a brief 5 seconds after he took the chair out of Drew McIntyre's hand after he was going to use that chair to beat up Cody. And after all of that and all of the shenanigans that went on in this match, Cody Rhodes hit the 1, 2, 3, and he is the new undisputed WWE champion. I hope you enjoyed the video, and be sure to like and subscribe for more, and I will see you guys next time.